cleaning out the coleus. I started last night after I put the birds to bed. It was really pretty, but the temperatures are really cold now. It's not warming up enough for the coleus to recover. It's a warm weather plant. Do have a picture. This begonia is one of the begonias I wintered last year, one of the ones that survived. It's been buried in coleus for quite some time. Seems pretty happy, but the size difference is what I was looking at when I unburied it, and what I've been thinking about, because we're at that time of year last year where I kind of went around and started pulling flowers. Actually, it was later than this. It was later in the fall. It was just about winter. These variegated spider plants, they're either going to die or I'm going to have to pull them. And I know I have been dumping plants because I'm just out of room. I need to dig a big hole here, though, so I can pull the spider plants and the begonias. Give me some room to dig. This tree looks terrible, but it's still alive. See if I can find a live bit. It has buds on it. This tree has done this before, where it just looks like it's dying and then it buds back out. And at some point, I cut out what really truly is dead. Weeping willow. That's a good price for that tree. We wanted that tree so much that Richard left the nursery to find a cash machine because their credit card machine was down. And this was early in the season. It was really crowded. It is not bad digging. I may be able to accomplish this. So close. I said I was going to have to play with it, but while I was taking my time doing that, I think I like the way it's facing. It's kind of like shooting this way, which kind of frames the corner. I can't believe I was able to do that. I thought it was going to be harder to dig. And I don't think I'm going to get that lucky on the other side of the deck. I think it's more gravelly. This building used to be an old party store back in the 60s, 70s. I think this area was part of the parking lot. So it's like crushed stone, like packed down over centuries, decades anyway. I love it. That's perfect, really. There's an ornamental cherry in the next garden over on this side of it that's, not very big. So between the ornamental cherry, I don't know how big that gets. I don't remember. I think it still has the tag on it. This one has the potential of getting 30 feet, which would be great. I've never seen one that tall, though. I think this one's similar. It has grown since I put it in. So that's an ornamental cherry. I thought it was a cherry tree. Like, that's what I was aiming for, cherry trees. And then it said cherry tree, and then I took a closer look at the tag when I got it home and planted it, and it turns out to be serviceberry. So, whatever. I do feed the birds. If you follow me, you know that the birds eat out of my yard. I think they ate all my darn elderberries. I had learned how to make elderberry gummies. But I'm just not going to have any elderberries. This is the other one I was going to put in the ground. And or put it in a bigger pot. Bigger pot, perfect color. I can't put that one in the ground there because it's too close to a very old Michigan basement. Roots spread out wide. Not too deep, but wide. So it would hit the basement walls. And that, the basement walls are so old, I think the roots would just come right through the wall. It's a scary basement. I do use it for storage for things that can't go bad, like pots. This is where I'm going to start working next after I clean up my mess. Get out the sun. This is one of my favorite flowers. Does well in the cold. Sometimes you'll lose them in the summer heat. But I put it in a really big basket, and this is partial shade. So it had just enough root space and shade to keep it alive. And now it's loving life again.